Have you ever found yourself scrolling through endless feeds, minutes turning into an hour, then two, only to look up and realize you've lost precious time without truly gaining anything? That nagging feeling of distraction, the sense that your focus is constantly being pulled away, or the subtle anxiety that creeps in when you're not connected. It's a common experience in our hyper-connected world. Social media, designed to bring us closer, often leaves us feeling more isolated, restless, and overwhelmed. Today, we're going to explore a topic that many are contemplating: how to initiate a practical reset with social media. Not necessarily to abandon it entirely, but to reclaim control, restore focus, and foster a healthier relationship with our digital lives. This isn't about judgment or demanding complete abstinence. It's about understanding the underlying mechanisms that make these platforms so compelling, recognizing their impact on our well-being, and then equipping ourselves with actionable strategies to create a more intentional and fulfilling existence, both online and off. Think of it as an opportunity to recalibrate, to breathe, and to remember what truly matters to you. To truly understand why a reset is necessary, we first need to acknowledge the sophisticated design of these platforms. Social media isn't just a tool, it's an ecosystem meticulously engineered to keep us engaged. Think of the like buttons, the endless refresh, the notifications. These are not accidental. They are forms of variable rewards, a psychological concept known to be highly addictive. Each time you post or refresh, you're hoping for that little hit of dopamine, that rush of validation. It's a powerful feedback loop that encourages continuous, often compulsive use. This constant engagement, while seemingly harmless, comes at a cost. Extensive research from bodies like the American Psychological Association and the U.S. Surgeon General point to significant impacts on mental health. We see increased rates of anxiety, depression, feelings of loneliness, and diminished self-esteem. Our sleep cycles are disrupted by late-night scrolling and the blue light from screens. Perhaps most notably, there's the pervasive fear of missing out, or FOMO, which binds us to our devices, always checking, always comparing. The goal of a practical reset, then, is to break these cycles and cultivate what we call digital well-being. This isn't about being anti-technology. It's about establishing an intentional and healthy relationship with it, one that supports your mental health and overall quality of life, rather than undermining it. It's about choosing when and how you engage, rather than being passively pulled along by algorithms. So, how do we begin this journey? The path to a practical reset involves several actionable behavioral strategies. Let's start with what might seem like a small step, but yields significant results: notifications. Firstly, turn off non-essential notifications. Every ping, every buzz is a tiny interruption that fractures your focus. Imagine trying to read a book or have a deep conversation while someone keeps tapping your shoulder. That's what your phone does with notifications. By silencing them, you regain control over your attention. Only allow truly essential alerts, a call from a loved one perhaps, but certainly not every comment or like. Secondly, set daily time limits for apps. Many smartphones now have built-in features that allow you to do this. There are also third-party apps like Forest or Freedom that can help. This isn't about willpower alone. It's about creating a technological fence around your habits. When the limit is reached, the app simply locks you out, giving you a tangible barrier to cross if you truly want to continue scrolling. It forces a moment of conscious choice.
Thirdly, consider deleting apps from your smartphone. This might sound drastic, but hear me out. For many, simply moving social media from the home screen to a folder isn't enough. The friction of having to open a browser on your phone or only accessing these platforms from a desktop can be a powerful deterrent. It transforms mindless access into a deliberate action. Fourthly, establish phone-free zones and times. Your bedroom, for instance, should be a sanctuary for sleep and intimacy, not a place for endless scrolling. Similarly, designate dinner times or specific hours of the day as device-free. This creates sacred spaces and moments where real-world connection and presence can flourish without digital interruption. Fifth, and perhaps most crucially, find new offline hobbies and pursuits. Experts like Cal Newport, author of Digital Minimalism, emphasize that simply white-knuckling your way off social media rarely works long-term. You need to proactively fill the void with engaging, enriching activities. Learn a new language, pick up an instrument, join a sports team, volunteer, spend time in nature, read more books. When your life is rich with real-world experiences, the allure of the digital world diminishes significantly. Finally, consider an accountability partner. Share your goals with a trusted friend or family member. Check in with each other regularly. Knowing someone else is aware of your intentions can provide that extra layer of motivation and support when your resolve wavers. The benefits of these strategies are profound and well documented. People report increased focus and improved productivity, a reclaiming of their time and a greater sense of peace of mind. Self-esteem and self-confidence often improve as the relentless comparison to curated online lives gates. Most importantly, you'll find yourself engaging more deeply with real-world connections, nurturing relationships that truly matter. Limiting daily social media use has been shown to reduce anxiety, depression, loneliness, and that pervasive FOMO, replacing it with something even better, the joy of missing out, or JOMO. Now, we must acknowledge that this isn't a universally simple path, and there are ongoing debates. Some wonder if complete abstinence is truly feasible or beneficial, fearing increased loneliness. For many, mindful moderation rather than total cessation is the more realistic and sustainable goal. The question of whether social media addiction is a formal disorder is still debated, but what's undeniable is the existence of problematic and compulsive use that negatively impacts lives. There's also a significant discussion around individual responsibility versus the ethical design of platforms. While companies certainly bear a responsibility for creating addictive interfaces, our focus today is on what you, as an individual, can control and implement in your own life. The impact on youth mental health is a particularly pressing concern, highlighting the urgent need for thoughtful digital habits. What we've discussed today isn't a one-time fix, but rather a journey of intentionality and continuous adjustment. The digital landscape is constantly evolving, and so too must our strategies for navigating it. Platforms will continue to innovate, but your agency, your choice, remains the most powerful tool you possess. A practical social media reset is ultimately about reclaiming your attention, your time, and your peace. It's about remembering that technology should serve you, not the other way around. By understanding the forces at play and implementing conscious strategies, you empower yourself to build a life that is richer, more focused, and more deeply connected to the world around you.
Take that first step, however small it may seem. Turn off a notification, set a timer, or choose one phone-free zone in your home. Each conscious decision is a brick in the foundation of a healthier, happier you. The journey to digital well-being is a powerful one, and it begins right now, with your choice.